It is time to get raw. It is time to get down. It is time for the number one source of all things WWE right here at the Turnbuckle Tavern. I am your host, one of your hosts, Boney the Brain Heenan, and with me is my brother from another mother, the one and the only Marco. What's up, dude?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, just soaking it in, just trying to stay positive in these trying times that we're having right now.
Yeah. Well, SmackDown was good. We'll get into all that. And
oh yeah, I'm talking about the real world issues.
Oh yeah.
Which we got to kind of bring up because Crown Jewel's coming.
Okay.
We don't know if that's happening.
Okay.
Can't escape it. I tried.
I escaped it fine. But you know, hey, to each his own. But but we're here to talk about the wonderful world of WWE professional wrestling, and yeah, pretty interesting week. We have some new GM. We got some new challenger. We got some women's lists. You just made the list. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Tyson's, of course, calling us out. Maybe set the time for 8:07 p.m.
All right, Tyson. All right.
We get it. Jeez.
Yeet. We hear it.
Yeet. We just maybe had one or two libations on the bus.
Yeah, I think we need that Roman clip, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't like that. Don't do that here anymore." The yeet. You did that on SmackDown. Like, yeah, I don't like that. Don't do that anymore.
Don't do that. I also like whenever Cody goes, I think we had one or two libations.
Oh my god, dude.
That's
the greatest interview ever.
Yeah, it was I actually went back and watched it this past week. It was pretty hilarious. I was cracking up. I guess it's that time we wipe our feet out. Well, don't wipe our feet yet. We get our feet dirty and we head outside the ropes.
Outside the ropes.
And we got outside the rope news, Marco. Let's see here. I'm pulling up your rundown of the RAWDOWN.
Little rundown.
The little rundown. Let's see. I guess we could talk. Not a whole lot. Let's talk Survivor Series here.
Yeah.
Looking like Chicago's sold out, baby.
Sold out.
AEW territory, baby.
Yeah. And they're extending. They're adding seats.
Right.
To sell more tickets. So
they're doing a smaller stage, I saw, looks like.
Yeah. Looks like they're shortening it down and adding more seats. So gotta wonder what be the reason.
Eyes, what do you see?
Why the commotion? Why the sell? I mean, obviously it's gonna sell out because it's War Games. Supposedly, we still don't have did they give an official on it yet? If it was actually going to be War Games?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is officially it's War Games.
Okay, so War Games, Chicago. They sold out. Looking to add more seats. I mean, is it? Nothing's been announced for it yet. Is it? Are people just going off of speculation? I mean, we didn't talk about this last week, but a lot of people are saying the rumors of WWE shutting down CM Punk
Pepsi Phil.
was of him not coming back. Story seemed kind of weird anyway. Like it didn't like I don't know, even like the story the way it was presented didn't sound too crazy. A lot of people think it's a work if it is that he that conversation ever happened.
Right.
He was at the Performance Center or in Florida last week.
It was in Orlando.
Yeah. So he's out
Halloween
there.
Halloween Horror Nights. Checking out HHN.
Who knows? I mean, I think it kind of died down a little bit. I don't think really people are clamoring for CM Punk. If he does show up, definitely huge pop. But I don't know.
That's the place to do it. But I'll pose this question: Chicago fans, will they be disappointed if he doesn't show up? Are they going to try to take over the show?
Wait, they got to take over. It's going to be CM Punk chants throughout the whole night. That's happening. They're going to need Stephanie, bring her back for one night to shut it down.
What is wrong with him, man? Like
he's just. I'm telling you that as much as people, I think it's like with him, it's either two things. It's either you like, obviously you really hate him, or you like him because he's like, he sticks to his shit, dude. He hasn't changed for anyone. He's not going to back down for any. You know who what you're going to get. He's not backstabbing. He's going to tell you like it is. And if you don't like it, I think some people appreciate that. And some people just hate it. Some people hate that aggressive nature. But I don't know. It's Chicago. It's his hometown. They got to be chanting his name, man. It's gonna happen.
I like him. I'm always a fan, but I'm over it. I don't care to see him. I really.
That's what I said. Yeah, I think it kind of died down. But if he does show up, huge pop, guaranteed. That music hits and challenges whoever. I'm not sure who he'd be going after, but if that was the case, maybe give John something to do. Bring back that rivalry
Big
again.
Match John or
Big Match Johnny,
or maybe Mr. Seth. Philly Phil. Get out and stay out of here. You're a cancer.
I forgot about that interview. And he's like looking around like, what? What did I say? Why is everyone
Did I say anything wrong? No, I didn't.
Philly Phil, get out of here. I don't need you. Oh man, that was funny.
And they really don't, to be honest with you.
No, they don't need it. I mean, you talked about that the Cody and Jay conference. And Cody did bring up a good point about like who's in like the baby basically like right now is for WWE is like it's their most like popular time since kind of like the Attitude Era in the sense where you have all these stars now like you said like they talked about Sami Zayn like he was like last year they were like, oh, what the hell, like Sami Zayn's on the rise now, like now what does that put Cody? And Cody's like, no, we got to welcome that, we got to bring as many, we got to compete to see who's the best babyface, and that's how it should be. So like you shouldn't have that one white meat babyface. It should be, you should have your choice. Jay, main event Jay, Cody, Sammy, LA Knight, Cena since he's back. Like you have
Louisiana Knight.
You have Seth Rollins. Like you have all these like all these faces now. Now you're at a time where like, oh my god, I got to pick and choose who's going to be it, who's going to take that spot. Like, and everyone has a choice. Everyone has a chance now to be a champion. Granted, depending on who you get put in front of, Seth or Roman. That's another story, but at least you're going to get a shot at some point. Like there's no denying it now. Like you have to like put that person in that position. So like I said, they like basically to round it out. Yeah, they definitely don't need CM Punk right now, but wouldn't hurt if they brought him back as far as business is concerned. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
Reason all that type of shit.
I mean, you have to assume it's going to be Cody, Jay, Sammy, maybe KO kind of thing versus the Bloodline, right? I mean, excuse me, versus Judgment Day.
Versus right? Judgment Day / Bloodline, probably.
Yeah.
You'll probably like Solo, Jimmy, and then Dominic, Finn.
You think, I mean, Roman's got to defend his title too there.
So so basically what I read too was they're looking at Roman, Cena for Crown Jewel. Roman, LA Knight for Survivor Series.
Okay. I don't hate it. I mean, way bigger stage for LA Knight. Yeah. And I mean, put the the attractive, I'm not gonna say attractive match, but the higher stake names in a match.
For Crown Jewel, because
Yeah,
that's what they're gonna want.
I don't hate it. I mean, I don't know. I
They're
don't
gonna
know
want
who
to see
else
Cena.
you can't do LA Knight again. I mean, I guess we'll talk about all that in a second.
Yeah.
We'll go inside, but I don't know. It's interesting, you know. Obviously, drawing big business. It's good.
Yeah.
It's fun to see. It's fun to see. You know, it's fun to see AEW drawing in big business. It's fun to see WWE drawing in big business. That's what we want as wrestling fans. You know, as you know, you and I, we're the hardcores. It's fun to watch. I love it.
Yeah,
I'm digging it. No complaints here. And to all the Fed Brain and AW marks that cry on each side.
Get a life, kid.
Well, what did we? It was Fed Brain, and then Tony Khan was conjunctivitis. That's what it was.
Ah, I like that one.
Conjunctivitis. All the Fed Brains and the conjunctivitis people out there. Your eyes are all. Oh, I can't. Oh, I don't see anything else.
It feels like sand. It's just sand in my eyes.
Yeah, no, it's get a life. Both fans, both
Yeah.
sets of fans. If you want either company to like go down, because
Fickle.
not good for business at all. If either one of them topples right now, it's too much at stake.
Is everyone here a wrestling fan or sports entertainment?
Did he have a couple libations at that?
We had a couple
at that
libations.
press conference.
So what do you guys want to talk about? Let's see. Let's talk about some women's wrestling.
Ooh,
You know, specifically, we're talking outside the ropes. I mean, I guess you could kind of talk a little bit inside with it, but
yeah, it's a
PWI Women's 250.
yeah,
was
buddy.
released. We love to talk these. It's fun. We don't take it too serious.
Good debates.
Good
Good debate
debates.
topics. Yeah.
And boy, can you ever debate this? Jeez. So I'll just give the top 10.
Yeah,
We'll
boy.
We'll go 10 through 1. How about that?
Yeah.
So
let's do it.
number 10, Impact's Jordan Grace. Number 9, Camille. Okay, don't hate it.
Longest
That's fine.
reigning women's
Right.
champion in NWA history, I believe.
8, Willow Nightingale.
Work rate. I mean, yeah, if you want to go.
Yeah, and I love Willow, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure about number 8. Number 7, Deonna Purrazzo. Okay,
Work rate. Yeah.
you could go with that. I mean, look, the Impact women, in my opinion, and by the way, we'll plug for Impact. Check out Brace for Impact right on after this. They're going to be talking all things Bound for Glory, which is this weekend.
And probably this list. You never know.
Probably this list. Number 7, but I think they arguably have the best women's division in all of wrestling.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Yeah.
Number 6, Athena.
Yeah, I've seen some people saying she should have been number 1.
Oh man, that's a stretch there.
I've seen those comments out there like, why isn't she number 1? The amount of matches she's had, and what she's been doing with the ROH championship.
Yeah. Number 5, I have no clue who this is. Tam Nakano.
No, I'm not gonna lie and say I do. I will not lie. I will not go out there and be like, "Hey, I know who that is." She did. Nope, not even gonna do it.
Usually they have one of these names on there. Like last year, I had no clue who Vikingo was. I'm like, oh,
now we know who it is. Yeah,
but I was like, what? Who? Huh?
Now we know he's a flippy dippy guy.
Number 4, Jamie Hayter.
That one I wasn't. So let's stop at her. Do you think she should have been way lower on the list?
Not way lower. I would have put her like 8 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say that too. All right.
Because I mean, she's been hurt. Because now the first half of the PWI season or whatever, she was great. I mean, over like Rover.
Yep.
She's been hurt, so I don't know.
Are you a hater?
I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. I'm a Jamie lover. Number 3, Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE. Number 3, I'm okay with number 3. I'm okay
Yeah.
with the 3 spot.
Yeah, she had a great year last year, defending
Yeah.
champion.
And I think
all
she
that
was number
stuff.
1. She was number 1 last year, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put on some banger matches.
So I'm okay with the number 3 spot here. Number 2, this is Marky Mark's talking. Julia.
Marky Mark.
Julia, I guess that's how you pronounce her name. I know she's over like Grover, like with
And
the
Stardom.
Japanese crowd, Stardom.
Yep.
But come on. Number 2, I'd put her like 8 or 9. Something like that. Maybe even
Okay.
lower. I don't know. I mean,
Hey.
yeah.
Okay, well, let's finish off, and then we'll go. Who should have been in the top 10? Who do you
Now,
think?
number 1, I 100% agree with, and that is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley,
Yeah.
mommy. I
Mommy's-
mean, come on.
Mommy's on top. Mommy's always on top, as she would say.
Mommy's always on top.
Mommy's always on top. That's like Wade
Ra-
Barrett almost.
Razor blades. Razor blades. I think okay, so my number 10, just looking at the list.
So let's take a look at the landscape of ladies, right? So do you think there should be some
now you
people
have to take into
removed?
consideration for the year
Yeah,
they had.
removed, replaced.
Um
There's that argument that EO, for me, could be in that.
yeah,
one
she's in that
spot.
way. Where is she even at?
It's probably like a number like 50
Or, yeah.
or some shit.
Definitely bring her up quite a bit. You know what? I'd go ahead and put her in number 10. I'll put her in that 10.
EO.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, damn. No, Charlotte's not even on there. Well,
Nah,
actually, no, she was gone for a lot of
Yeah.
that list probably too.
Um
Bailey, no.
yeah,
Brett?
I'd put her number 10. Number 8 or number 9, I would say I'd probably put Jamie Hayter number 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 8, Camille. Go ahead and leave her right around there.
Yep.
And then with that, I guess I'm going to put Deonna Purrazzo to keep her at 7. Just looking at my list here. No, actually, strike that. I am going to put Masha Slamovich in at number 7. She held the GCW World Title for a little minute.
That's true.
So that's huge. She's at number 13. So I'd switch those two. Switch Masha for Deonna. Number 6, Athena's gone for me. Sorry, pal.
She's out.
I'd
Probably
probably put
removed from the list.
I'd probably put Trinity.
Trinity. Well, when did she come back though? That's the thing. That's what they.
She came back within the year. She came back and was like she like May or June. Like it was half the year, but her, pardon the pun here, but her impact on Impact has been pretty great.
True.
I mean, especially for the women's division. Number 5, Tom Nakano. Yeah, sorry, pal. Go be with Bull. Go find your spot with Bull somewhere on the list. I'm gonna go just because, and she didn't have a crazy amount of matches, and this might be some recency bias. I'm gonna put Jade up there, number 5.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, look at
streak.
The streak, and then her signing with WWE, just the eyes that brought to the women's division.
Yeah.
As a whole, so I'm gonna put number 5 her, and then let's see, 4. So I moved Jamie Hayter down. I think she had this person had a very underrated year. I'm gonna go Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
She had a really good feud. we didn't see a whole lot of just straight up women's feuds with Trish, and Trish should be on this list too. I would put her in the top 10, but and then 3, I'll leave Bianca there. 2, two. That's kind of tough. I think I'd have to put Charlotte on number 2. Yeah, she was gone for most of the year, but arguably probably had the match of the night, a match of the year, women's match of the year with Rhea. So,
Okay.
it's hard to not put Charlotte. Maybe I'm ranking her a little too high, but like I said, I haven't really sat and thought about the list, but just looking at it, I think I would put Charlotte in that 2 spot. I mean, she's still Charlotte Flair,
True. Definitely in the top. Yeah.
And it's not like she's slowing down any.
Definitely in the top 20, if not. And she's probably not even in the top 20, right? I didn't even see they didn't show the rest of the list, right?
Yeah, they did. She's at 21.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I forgot Asuka. I got to throw Asuka in there.
Yeah.
I would put her at maybe. Actually, you know what? I think I might change that. Actually, I might put Asuka too. Thinking about it.
Put Asuka at 2.
Yeah. She had a pretty strong year. I mean, she beat Charlotte. Wait, was it Charlotte? No, beat Charlotte or Ronda, one of them, for the title, right? She helped. Yeah, she was technically the first women's undisputed champion.
True.
Who did she beat for that? I'm trying to think right now.
Was it Charlotte or
I think it was Charlotte. No, it might have been Charlotte. So I don't know.
But Bobby stays at the top spot.
Bobby stays at the number 1. So what do you got? What do you got?
Pretty similar to your list. I'm just trying to think of like some AEW ladies that should be on there, but like Saraya, should she be on there?
Tony, you could argue Tony Storm too.
Tony Storm, you could argue
she had a great year. I probably would have to. Now I'm thinking I probably have to reorganize my list. I might put Bianca too.
Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
Where's she? She beat Jade.
Yeah. I think I'd have to. I might have to reorganize my list because I think I'd have to put Bianca too. Rhea, Bianca.
Who else?
Maybe Asuka. Number 4. I don't remember who I said for number 4, but I don't know. Yeah.
What's her name from? Why can't I think of her name's escaping me from House of Black?
Julia Hart.
Yeah, I mean, she's more recent though, right? Starting to get a lot more matches. And stuff like
that. She'll get there. I think 4. I'd put Tony Storm in. Tony Storm, number 4. Number 5, I'll leave
Timeless.
The timeless one. 5, I'd put Jade. 6, I don't remember what I said for 6. But anyways, that's
Becky. Yeah.
Yes, Becky. Becky at 6. Leave Deanna at 7.
You might have to put Trish on there too, man.
You could put Trish. I don't know where she's at. I mean,
since WrestleMania last year, all the way to
since before WrestleMania.
Yeah, before WrestleMania. Yeah,
you could. There could be an argument there.
Huh.
I don't understand Willow Nightingale being an 8. That just.
I think that's like matches in AEW as well as Stardom. That's what they're probably going with, like the work rate in that sense, because obviously she beat Sasha, or sorry, Mercedes. Oh yeah, actually, before we step inside, there was another thing I forgot to throw in on there.
Okay, go ahead.
Since there's talking about ladies and we're talking about Mercedes, did you see the video of the fan asking about the rumors of her leaving? There's a lot of debate saying did she handle it? Do you think she handled it well? Do you think she was kind of making him a mark?
Wasn't a fan.
You wasn't a fan of the answer?
No, because I mean, this wasn't a media. This wasn't like social media. This wasn't like, media. Somebody from the press. This was just a fan. Like, hey, like, what happened? Like, I think that's a fair question for a fan to ask.
Yeah.
And it just felt like she kind of bit her head off a little bit. Like, you don't know what happened. Like, I'm just like, come on, you got to use a little bit more tact than that, Mercedes.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see. She could have. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like split on it. I don't think she was mean about it. A lot of people are saying she was like mean.
No, I
about
wouldn't say she's mean. She just didn't have the tact.
Yeah, her thing was more or less like, I understand what she's doing. She's not trying to burn bridges. She's not trying to say
right.
like, just in case the door's always open for her probably. Now that Papa H is in charge, so like
you could have handled, but Papa H was already in charge, but you could have handled that a little bit better.
At the time.
But you could have said, look, we had differences, whatever the differences are. Clearly there was differences. You can't argue that.
Yeah.
But there was we had differences. We weren't seeing eye to eye. I love WWE with all my heart. They've given me my platform. This blah 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 blah. Not just, oh, is that what you think happened? Is that what you think happened?
Yeah, she's trying to be like. So here's what I think she's trying to be. Got
to be in character a little bit.
Well, she was trying to be. For me, she's trying to be like. I think she was trying to be playful with it, but it wasn't coming off as playful. Like she was trying to be like, "Oh, is that what you're like?" Like trying to be like joking around, like, "Oh, that's what you heard." Well, like that type of thing. But her personality probably doesn't like portray that as a joking matter. Like if someone asked me that, I'd probably make a joke about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, of course it was. I hate everyone there.
Just wrong time, wrong time for that. In my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think she's like the best at. I think she was trying to. I think she was like she's meaning well for it, but I think it just came off like awful. I think it was just like I think she was just joking around, like not Christian. That wasn't Christian level. Like, come on, if you get a comparison.
How's everybody's fathers doing today?
Yeah. Oh, great, another Mark. Like she didn't say that.
Oh, yeah. Wait, real good job, Mark.
Yeah. Did you wrestle? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why you're sitting there right now, like that. Like she wasn't like that.
No, that's typically an answer I get when people like love to chime in on wrestlers like work rate. Like, yeah, so and so sucks. Oh yeah, how many times you been in the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, none. Yeah. Okay, maybe you should shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
That's why. Not to go off on a tangent, but like, who was it? Was it Jericho talking about the word botch? How he hates like people like use the word botch and like everyone do like he said the same thing. You don't know what goes on in there. Like you don't know how like what they're doing in that ring is things are gonna happen. It's live TV. Like you can't like how are you sitting there as like you're saying you're a professional saying, oh, that's a botch. How do you know that wasn't supposed to happen?
Yeah, because you could play it all like even let's say if it was a botch. It's an athletic competition. Just like mistakes happen on the football field and baseball field,
basketball field. People fall, trip.
People fall.
People get their ankles broken.
It's a part of life. Okay, people look at this way too much as a performance, which it is a performance, right? But shit happens. It's also and it gives the athletic skill. Play. That play into the realism of the sport.
Yeah.
So
when people get hurt, that's when it changes. But like other than that, if someone like messes up a spot or you know what, that's why they say slow it down in the ring. Don't go too pick your spots. Don't go too crazy.
Slow down.
Slow down a bit. Don't go too crazy because when that happens, I mean there are people that can go like at a rapid pace and it just comes off like flawless, like freaking like a Kenny Omega. I don't think I've ever seen him slip once. Right. I don't think I've ever seen him like Darby Allin, for all intents and purposes. That dude, man, that dude fucking launches his body at people. And
the way Darby's style is, like he's just like especially like the human cannonball thing.
Yeah.
He like even if he does like trip up, it's just like well, I mean he goes 90 to nothing.
Like I think it was one of the things that like really set it off was like LA Knight. He does that move where he like. From the mat to the top rope when he does that like when the person's like on the turnbuckle and he runs and he jumps up and he does like the suplex.
Yeah.
He's literally like he's not hopping rope to rope. He's from the mat to the top rope.
Right.
And then grabbing the person to do it. I think he like slipped once. And then the next day, he messed it up. I was like, you try to do that.
He sucks.
You stand in the ring and you stand in the ring and jump to the top rope, to that third rope, and see if you can make it on the first try.
Now the thing is,
you gotta split your head open.
And what this is where you have to have a good dance partner, right? Because you could play that off like where your opponent
pushes you away,
or your opponent takes advantage of that, like a little slip up. That's where you become the supreme performer, when you can realize certain little things like that.
Yeah,
you can take that into consideration, and you can act on it and just be like, oh, even if it's just simple as just a kick,
Yeah.
And then they can regain the advantage somehow, some way.
Yeah.
But I cannot. That's one thing. Like, people love call botch. AEW botches all their moves, dude. If you watch WWE and AEW,
they all do it.
They all do it.
Some hide it very, very well. You won't catch it until maybe the third or fourth time.
And
you watch
it's okay. Match. It's okay if you do it.
Yeah, us watching, all of us fans, we're not getting in the ring anytime soon.
No.
Nor can we. They would run circles around us. We have no reason or say in who's athletic and who's not. That's the dumbest thing ever.
I'd be out of breath before the bell rings. It blows sky.
I'd be walking on the ramp oh my God, my back.
Oh God.
I don't get how they sprint. How did they sprint down to the ring, slide in, and have a match? I'd be freaking on the ropes like this. Taking a nap.
Let me go to sleep. Just pin me.
Dude, just watching some of those matches makes me tired. Come on.
Pin me, pay me, pal.
Yeah, no, just finger poke and doom. 1, 2, 3. I'm going home. That's it.
All right. I'm gonna go home now. God, we'd be the worst wrestlers.
That's our lesson for today for the conjunctivitis people and the Fed brains. Fucking worry about your own athletic ability and not the people in the ring. They put their bodies on the line. God damn it! Things you did to your bodies.
we need to get that clip too.
Yeah. Still real to me, damn it.
We're still real to me, damn it. I love Terry Funk too. Goes, settle down now, settle down. Or take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Oh my God.
Anyways, is that all for outside? Are we ready to wipe our feet off?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Collar and elbow.
All right. Very, very interesting week this week.
Yeah.
Inside the ropes. I was digging SmackDown big time, hardcore. We haven't done the Who Won the Week in a while, but if we do it, I would say SmackDown was the
tight one. Both 2 season premieres.
No,
right?
Yeah.
Back-to-back season premieres. So,
but let's talk about SmackDown. We got Roman or Cena come out, then Roman came out, right? Kind of Cena just kind of taking his bow to Roman, like, yep, you're the GOAT. Yep, you're the GOAT.
You're the GOAT. Yep.
Yep. I'm a piece of shit. Fuck me, right? He took his. He definitely took his. I'm taking my L. You're all right.
Yep.
Acknowledged the tribal chief, but then we had a little interruption.
Yeah.
LA Night.
Yeah.
The worst music ever for somebody there trying to get over. I like the LA Night part, but it's just it's like, let's see, like this right here. Oh, no, not. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry. Or this right here. This music we play. It's like LA Night. Play generic music 1. Let's go.
Pretty much.
That music, by the way, is the music on the StreamYard platform. Background music that they give people. But anyways, but what a great shot. Let's talk about the little shot of the the LA Knight glasses.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
That's pretty. I think that could be iconic, right?
Yeah.
Now, depending on what happens at LA Knight, obviously, but like, let's say LA Knight blows up, becomes a superstar, huge star. That could be like. It could be like a moment. It's a moment.
It could be. Yeah, it could be one of those iconic photos that they use.
Yeah. But it was a great shot. Definitely one of the best shots they had in quite some time. I was impressed. But how do you think LA Knight felt? As he went up against Roman on the mic, and then of course Jimmy comes out, all that stuff. What's your tease?
Oh man, I've seen a lot of people not complaining, but I've seen a lot of people saying like, John Cena in the background reacting to all this stuff. Like,
yeah, it was a little cheesy.
He was taken away from LA Knight, but camera was squarely on LA Knight. They weren't really panning to John Cena in the background, so that was that's why I was just focused. Obviously, we just focused on LA Knight and Roman Reigns. These two that I love the story that he told while you were gone. A lot's changed, all that type of stuff, and that was pretty awesome. I was expecting Roman to come out and just be like, "What the hell you think you're doing? You think you can stand a like?" I knew that was gonna. I was waiting for that, but the rebuttal part was like, what was gonna save LA Knight? So that definitely helped him out. He didn't look like he didn't what do you call little man him or anything like that. He held his own before obviously Jimmy came in and did what he did. But I thought it was an awesome segment. It's a nice tease. Almost like a I was trying to think of what it reminded me of. It reminded me it was giving me some type of vibes, and I'm like it's escaping me now. But like I like the exchange. Like I said, they kept each other pretty much safe. There was no burials, if you want to put it that way.
So he didn't chime in and say, "Well, you got to be on Monday Night Raw next week." Yeah,
like Miz did all that. You're flashing the pan, blah, right, around. So you didn't need Roman to do that. You don't want Roman to do that, because then that's probably the end of LA Knight if those words come out.
I mean, it's just
which is probably going to happen. That's not if they do have this match, like the promos before that match, he's gonna lay into him.
Which is so funny, just considering what, we've talked about it in the past, but considering where Romans come from Succotash to the barbs he tried to trade with John Cena and he got shut down, to see where he's at now, to see he's basically on Cena's level, or anybody else that they could just talk trash. It's so funny to me, but I mean, good for him, But
they were letting him because they let him be who he is. Like on that, what was it called? The Heel, that show that they had on. I think it's still on Peacock. I think John Cena did it, where they interview Roman. I think was an episode. Miz, Sasha Banks was an episode.
Or Villain, was it called Villain?
Villain. That's what it was. Yeah. And he they all everyone said the Usos they're like, that's who he is. He's not that's not like a character that he's playing.
Yeah.
The reason why he didn't get over was because they're trying to make him somebody he wasn't. He's not a nice person. Not that he's an asshole, but
no, he's just
competitive. He's an athlete. He's competitive. He wants to be the best at what he's doing.
He likes to talk shit.
He's always like that. Jimmy and Jay both said it on that thing when they interview. He's always been like that since high school, playing football. All sports. He wanted to be the best. He's talking crap. He's and the reason why he's successful now is because WWE's letting him be who he is, who he actually is. He's just a competitive, I'm the best person, and that's who his character was in NXT. That's what I don't get. What he is now was what he was in NXT.
I didn't really see what he was in NXT.
So when he first started,
cameraman right here. This is my cameraman.
he was more subtle. Like he wasn't like over the top like that, but like his character in NXT when he was a heel, he was the next. Like they were hyping him up. He's the next one. He's the Anawai family. He's the next big thing. Like they were promoting him that way in NXT.
Yeah.
Like once he obviously hit the main stage, they tried to make him like a John Cena babyface. I mean, who would have known if they would have kept him as that heel character?
Well, it was that heel. It was like the Shield because he kind of had to play.
He was still kind of a heel.
He had to play this stoic character, this this underground kind of force that was out to at the time to protect CM Punk, which is
he was like
we're talking about going that full circle.
He was like, and then NXT, he was wearing suits. He was like had his hair slicked back in a ponytail.
Okay. I need to go back and watch some Roman in NXT.
I think they have it on. If you go on Peacock, they have like Roman Reigns like first match. I think it's like it's a early. I think it's like 2000. What was it?
11 or 12.
11 or 12, yeah, something like that. And I think he's the main event of that NXT show. Like when it was on I think it was on Hulu at the time. But even when he did interviews, like he wouldn't even do interviews. He'd be like, oh, you look at his like expensive watch, be like, this is a waste of my time. I'm out of here. And he like walk away and not even do like he was like, that's who he was. But then obviously they changed him and they had to learn from their mistakes. And he's probably just like, just let me be an asshole. People because they already think I'm an asshole. They hate me already.
Yeah.
That's what the Rock. I mean, that's what the Rock did. When the Rock was, people were booing him. He was like, "Fuck it, you want to boo me? I'm gonna make you boo me. You love me."
Yeah,
and that's what happens. But anyway, love the segment. Thought it was great. Didn't like Jimmy interrupting. Really?
Yeah, Jimmy
Didn't
right
really
now. I don't like what they're doing with Jimmy at all. Like he did the whole thing. Like, oh yeah, I hate this guy. But then you're still with the bloodline. Like, what are we doing here? What's happening?
Is he trying to take over the bloodline? Is he like? Remember, he's like acting like Roman when Roman was gone. The whole thing.
He just needs to stay away from the bloodline. Like, just be this rogue. Like, not necessarily doing what being part of the bloodline, but I don't know. Like, have some other story. They should have had something kind of offshoot ready to go after Jay got traded to SmackDown. Maybe if you feud with like KO or something, because that would be something that I'd be okay with.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of, we'll talk about it on Raw, but they kind of like, brought Jimmy into the fold with Jay and stuff like that. So, see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just in a holding pattern for WrestleMania because it's gonna be Jimmy J WrestleMania. It's got to be. We're just in a holding pattern. I think we'll start seeing that Survivor Series, and then Royal Rumble. Like you're gonna have Jay. We close. Jimmy's gonna eliminate him. Something like that. Or vice versa.
Yeah, that's gonna set. Yeah, I mean that's the exciting part, right? We get to like wait and like kind of anticipate what's gonna happen. Once Survivor Series is over. Well, actually, Survivor Series is where it really picks up. If you think about it, it's like. That's how it was last year with with the bloodline stuff. That was like the pinnacle of it, and then it just went all the way to Royal Rumble, and that was the end of it. So I'm interested to see how the dynamic between the Judgment Day and the bloodline works, because obviously that's going to happen. That's going to be the team for War Games,
right?
And with Rhea kind of the leader of Judgment Day, and her interaction with Roman, her making that deal, or with them to like kind of combine forces.
Yeah.
How does she, keep her? Does she keep her, her leadership ways in front of Roman? Does she try to big dog the big dog, the former big dog?
It'd be pretty cool.
I'm curious to see how that works out. Like when they actually get together.
Yeah. That was it. All the big news from SmackDown, of course. We announced, I didn't announce it. Papa H announced the promotion of Adam Pearce to Monday Night Raw. He is the GM of Monday Night Raw, and the new GM is none other than Mr. Nick Aldis, former NWA and Impact World Champion.
Love it.
Love it. Didn't love how they presented him. Thought it was kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
he just like came out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, it showed up.
just like, oh, yep, I gotta go. Yep. You know,
Well, you know what? No entrance music. They don't do that for Adam Pearce. He doesn't have entrance music or anything like that. He's, so he doesn't
yeah,
like.
but I mean, I don't know. At least put the "Are you ready?" Something.
Yeah, something like that. Something like the beautiful people. Just go old school.
The beautiful people. Yeah, I just didn't love the presentation, but I think Nick did great. Looked very comfortable holding the mic.
Loved it. Yeah.
I love the interaction with Dom. Hey, I'm a big fan of your dad.
Yeah. maybe we'll get Mickey James back since he's there. You never know.
And we got Bound for Glory this weekend. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe that means a Mickey James induction / final match kind of thing.
Give
her flowers.
Yeah, give her flowers and
not
trash
bag. Trash bag. No trash bags.
Oh my God.
No trash bags. Not today.
That's great.
Anyways, but I think I'm here for it. I'm kind of Chad said it this week on Wrestling Tonight. I'm kind of thinking that this will leave it a little bit of opening for Nick Aldis to debut like in ring potentially down the road.
I think so.
I do want them to kind of stray away from the evil GM thing,
yeah, I think they'll play it just the way Adam Pearce has played, just
right,
just a straight, shooter type guy. It's not going to be like, Nick Aldis holding a certain, like, is that going to be like KO? Like, he's going to be like, I don't want KO to be champion.
Right.
Like,
So
it's not
where he's got the bloodlines in his pocket kind of thing,
Yeah, I think it's more for like appearance than anything.
And I like it. Like you need some kind of the way they have it built. You need some kind of figurehead, to
like make matches, do all that.
Right. It's something I wish kind of AEW would do too. Would take up. It doesn't have to be anybody. Jerry Lynn and Dean Malenko or something. I don't know.
It could be like Mark Henry. Make Mark Henry.
Mark Henry would be perfect. Forgot about that.
Who's gonna tell him now?
Yeah, and what happened with Mark Henry? I guess it's no longer time for the main event.
I know, right? What the hell? Interesting. Someone posted a picture. Both GMs, former NWA world champions, which is kind of
that's true.
crazy.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So WWE has NWA world champions as their general managers, which is kind of crazy to think.
Yeah, I don't know. And then you got Cody Rhodes, who could be their champion. He was also
that is true. He was an NWA
champion.
Then we also have to talk about the face-off, the very brief face-off that we seen was like
that was hot fire.
Wow,
that was hot fire. Like,
yeah,
I mean that's got to be the main event, right? That's the main event WrestleMania. 1000%.
Jade already looks like a star, dude.
Oh wait, you talking about which face-off are you talking about? Then?
I'm talking about Jade and Charlotte.
Oh, let's talk about that then. So you like that?
I liked it.
I hated it.
Why?
Hated it. Why are we doing this? Why are we presenting Jade like this? Why are we not keep her off TV if this is what you're gonna do? Have her walk in on a Becky Lynch and Charlotte feud,
Well, I think it's not a feud. I think it's more or less.
not feud, promo. Excuse me.
Well, because they're shopping around which brand she's going to be on. Like, is she going to be on? She visited NXT, she visited Raw, she visited SmackDown. We don't know which one she's going to be on.
Hate it. Keep her off TV. Keep her a secret. You
can't keep her a secret. She was out like everywhere.
I mean, not a secret, but I mean, like. Just keep her away from TV, and then have her debut at Royal Rumble. Boom, done.
Yeah,
I hate
don't
it.
think you can nowadays.
Hate it.
Not with her.
I thought you were talking about the face-off at the end of SmackDown.
Oh yeah, that
with
face-off
Cody
too,
and Roman.
Because then we could move on to Wow, that was really outside the ropes too. If you forgot to bring it up, but you can bring it up anyway.
Uh-oh. Did I forget something?
No,
Oh,
no, outside the ropes.
yeah. Did I forget
WrestleMania
something?
40, where the Rock plans are
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
No
Yeah.
Rock in Roman's future.
Yeah.
So we are.
I saw that. Talk about that because I missed that.
And from the looks of it,
Where do you see that? Where did you see that from?
where was it? I seen it a bunch of places. A bunch of sources said it.
Okay.
And pretty much everyone. It came from the Uncle Dave said it. Then it rolled out to everywhere. So like,
I really think he just got the same payday for just going on Pat McAfee shows. I'm like, oh, WrestleMania 40. What do you guys want to talk about?
I don't think anyone cares personally. I think everyone's invested in Cody
I think
right
so too.
now, finishing the story. And from what it looks like, the face off. Yeah, it's happening again, dude. It's happening again. There's no doubt in my mind, especially what happened with Monday Night Raw.
I like what happened with Nick Aldis too, like with Nick Aldis in the middle of it too.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
Like, another time, we'll do this another time.
Yeah, and
like,
then
hey, keep it separate. We'll do this some other time.
Because him and Cody, of course, have history, So
yep. So
yeah,
I think it's happening, dude. If anyone's worried about The Rock showing up at WrestleMania 40, don't worry, he's not showing up.
Nah,
Hollywood.
I think they whatever his payday was gonna be $1 million, whatever. Okay, let's say. I think his payday was you come to SmackDown and you say, "Hey, WrestleMania 40, I think it might happen."
Yeah,
that was his payday.
Yeah, and then like Roman comes back, didn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That The Rock showed up. Like
right.
if he came back and was like, "You had The Rock coming in here," like if he's then you'd be like, "Oh shit, all right, now they're doing it." But they didn't even say anything. They had that face off. Yeah, no, it's happening, dude. They're planting the seeds again.
Yeah,
because that crowd was fucking. That crowd was going nuts, dude.
They were lit,
and that even watching it was like, oh shit, oh man.
It gave me like Rock Austin vibes.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Yeah, just like then now, like just to go back to Cody's comments at that the media scrum, you got Roman, Cody, you got Roman, LA Knight, you got Roman, Cena. Like he has three. Now he has three baby faces. Forget two last year.
Right.
It's crazy now. It's like now who? And
then if on the flip side, let's say if Cody wins, he's got a bunch of heels potentially he could face.
Yeah.
You got potential Randy Orton returning. You got Gunther. You got you could do a runner back with Roman at some point, maybe.
See, I think Gunther's taking the world heavyweight.
The world title, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean it's an option if you want it on the table, if it's available, if it's available at that time. But but there's plenty of options too for Cody. And that's kind of the beauty part of him not winning at 39. So now you've built this up and you've built other people up. In the
Priest, you have, like you said, Priest, Finn,
Priest, Mr. Clap. We got the clap.
Oh my God, Jimmy Solo. Who else?
Yeah. Potentially, you got Jay. You can throw Jay and Cody. That could be fun. You don't have to necessarily be heels.
Jay could go after Seth. We don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of options on the table here. Lots of options. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, and so another flip side of Nick Aldis, of course he's bringing KO. Great move in my opinion.
That was another thing.
Split KO and Sammy up. I'm
shit
good
on
that.
Everybody's predictions. It's gonna be Cody. He's gonna be on SmackDown.
that was my prediction.
Yeah, no, I knew that wasn't gonna happen. There was no way. It was too obvious.
Yeah,
it was like an obvious choice.
Yeah, I mean it was just an option, in case they needed it out, But there's other ways they could do.
No, they have Triple H in charge now.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Did we even talk about that? That happened after we went.
Yeah,
off,
we talked.
We
about
did.
It.
All right. Because now it's like solidified. Like Ari was like,
"Oh yeah,
Vince, you're out. Triple H, you're in."
Yeah, for sure.
Then eventually out, probably. That's what I'm thinking. I have some weird suspicions that they're gonna be like, yeah,
Yeah.
don't let the door hit you.
Don't do it, pal.
Yeah.
What else do we need to talk about here? Let's
Crown
see.
Jewel.
Crown
Don't forget,
of the
Crown
Jewel.
Jewel's shaping up.
It's shaping up to be a pretty spicy card here.
We got a fatal 5-way happening in the
Yep.
ladies department. We have KO, not KO, sorry. Seth and Drew back, which, man, is Seth Rollins walking out with that world title?
I don't know.
I have a weird suspicion that Drew's winning, and the match they're looking for is Drew and Gunther for the world title.
Good call. Good call. I'm gonna have to give it one of
I could
these
be
here.
wrong. I could be wrong.
No.
Oh,
let's see.
my brother, testify.
I think Drew's beating Seth for some reason, for some odd reason. I don't know.
I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling that too.
Yeah, I don't think obviously Shinsuke was close. They kind of teased it. They made it believe that he had a chance with the broken back and all that stuff. But I don't know if Seth beats Drew, man. They can't do this. He wants that. He wants to win the title back in where he's supposed to in front of a live crowd. They had that fire promo on Monday Night Raw with each other. During the pandemic.
Yeah, and he could potentially lose it where he won it, which was in Saudi Arabia. Remember?
That is true. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Which was
And
that was earlier this year, right?
It was like
that
May
happened?
or June, like the end of May,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So, and he's had a good run. I think the point of this title, I mean, you don't trade it hands too much with it. Kind of like what the AEW title is. They don't really trade at the hands of it that often. Well, last year they did, but that's a whole nother story. But you want like this competition, so you can lose it at any moment, and it's okay. I think that's the point of booking this title. So you're not going to see like long reigns like Romans and stuff like that. You're going to see like 6-8 month reign, 8-month reigns with this title, in my opinion, at least as of right now. Maybe once they add a little prestige, it becomes his work rate title. You could see it maybe down the line where somebody holds it for a year, 2 years, whatever. But that's kind of my opinion right now.
Yeah, and I think like I don't think they're gonna try to repeat like what Roman's doing, like with the holding the title for 3 years and over 1,000 days and all that shit. That's not gonna happen anytime soon, anyway. I don't think.
No, because I mean it's gonna water that reign down,
Yeah, so he'll definitely lose it sooner than Roman does. The other side of that too is they don't really. I mean, they brought it up a little bit. Oh well, Seth brought it up. Was Rhea Ripley and Drew what they're cooking up? So I'm not sure if it's something where the bloodline is not bloodline. Why do I keep on saying bloodline? The Judgment Day is going to help Drew win the title from Seth. They made a deal that like something like that, or does Drew McIntyre doesn't really care about the title, and it's a way for Damian Priest to cash in and get the title from Seth? Like Drew does the dirty work, kicks the shit out of Seth Rollins, and then he lets him come in to take the belt from him. Either it's one of those two scenarios, but I think it's definitely something where Drew's gonna have some type of allegiance with Judgment Day. I'm not sure.
They've really
be a member of them.
I think they've really booked themselves in the corner with Damian Priest being the Money in the Bank holder here.
Yeah, they have to get it off of him somehow. Like either him like cashing in and failing, or maybe something happens where like like Drew goes, I'll let him come in, and then as soon as he comes in, fucking Claymore kicks his head off.
Or you could have it where Mommy distracts him, and then you have the Claymore, and then Mommy holds his hand up. And
I think it's gonna be something's gonna happen where it might be like a triple threat at that Crown Jewel match. Like I don't know, something to do because they can't just like have them in the background, and then Seth brought it up with Drew and Rhea talking and shit in the background, and like what the hell are they planning? Like what's the end game with that? Are they trying to add him to maybe the War Games match at some point? Maybe he'll be on their side. I don't know. Who knows? But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But yeah, that was I think that was that was kind of the only question I had was the Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. And then we got new tag champions too. They were
The JD boys are back.
JD boys, and they're winning tag championships.
With the help of Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, interesting.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Too soon?
No,
Right call?
I think it's the right call. You know, you gotta kind of start stoking that flame a little bit, especially if you're gonna have Jimmy on the other side of War Games with Jay. You know, I will say this though: if they are in War Games, try to keep them as much as you apart as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Because if you have this part in the match where they're alone, excuse me, where they're alone, and you know, then they focus in on them, and then that's going to kill it for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You can make it a thing where like maybe they don't want to hurt each other, they don't touch. They're like, look, you know, we kind of have a truce. Like I'm battling for my team, you battle for your team, but you know what happens between us? You know, we're not fighting. We're brothers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
could see that.
You know, something along those lines, and then like I said, Royal Rumble comes along, and one of them turns on the other, and that's where we kind of get the fire stoked again. But you have to kind of put something in motion, I think, a little bit at some point here.
Yeah. Give it a little tease.
Yeah, a little tease. You know, gotta get a taste. We need a taste. You know what makes J-Bone's nipples hard? Anyways, what else is there to talk about?
The five-way.
Five-way? Yeah.
Rhea
That's kind of
Ripley
surprised me.
Yeah.
The addition of Zoe Stark out of nowhere.
It's like basically all the people that Nia Jax fucking
yeah,
in her way back.
I mean, we don't expect her to do anything, right? I mean, her to win, right?
What,
I guess maybe let's save it for our prediction show. Actually.
Yeah.
Now that I've given my at least one of my answers away,
is it a way for them to get the belt off of Rhea without her?
Oh, 1000%. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a smart move.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that though. You know, we got so it's November 4th. What's today? So it'd be next week.
That's if you know, obviously things are settled down in the world.
Well,
we'll see.
We're you know what? Let's just assume it will.
Yes. Let's
not that it'll settle, but let's assume it's going to happen. Obviously, it's not going to settle down, but that's how I operate, anyways. Let's see. Oh no, we got a ways away. So not next Thursday, but next. Will be our prediction show, November 2nd. And finally, you get to put that title on the line, pal.
All right, I've been just chilling, just like being a Roman Reigns with it, just like taking a vacation, hanging out, not defending the title at all.
Right. Just holding it hostage over there, ain't you?
Just resting on my shoulders, just
resting your J-bones.
not going anywhere, just hanging out.
All right, well,
just being a champ forever. Oh
man, I'm
coming
for it, pal. JB Knight is coming for it, pal.
JB Knight, yeah.
So we'll be having that coming up in 2 weeks' time. Let's see. Let's pull up. I'm gonna pull up Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and see if there's anything major kind of coming out of this. I'm not seeing much. What else?
Yeah, just Bianca. That too, like Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca's back. Yep.
Her returning soon. We'll see what happens with that. Is she solo? Does she join up with the street business?
Man, I wish they would. I really wish they would. That would be
Does Jade
Pretty
join
great.
with the street business?
Yeah. I think that would be really great. And yeah, it could be fun, you know.
Have her as a heel, Bianca.
Yeah.
Heel Bianca.
I'm gonna say this from our prediction show. Actually, I kind of have an idea about not nothing with Bianca, but something else that I just kind of thought about. But you know, I do think though Bianca's got to try to get that women's title back at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe Survivor Series, coming back with this new attitude kind of thing. Maybe. Huh?
Yeah. But then again, do we talked about this last week. Do we have every single women's storyline revolve around the title, or do we try to make them, regular just without a title storyline?
Yeah. I mean, you could do Bianca and Charlotte for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, or I guess
True.
continue it. I guess you're continuing it. You know, that's who Asuka beat. She beat Bianca.
That's right. Yeah, because she did the spit in her hands and then did the put in her eyes and stuff like that.
The old spit in the hands trick. Been there, done that.
The old spit in the hand and rub in your eyes move. That's what she did. But yeah, that's right. She did
the old
that.
Philly fake out.
Oh man.
She's saving that for Philly. Anyways,
yeah, we definitely need some type of like you said, like not mid card, but like
right
non-title
feud.
Like they could do it on Raw, definitely.
They need it across the board, you know.
Yeah,
like,
they could do it on Raw with like Nia and Shayna and.
Well, she's not like most girls.
Raquel, so, that is true. That is very true. But they can have like something going on, like I don't know, like so much stuff they could do.
Gotta be something good.
Like I said, mid card title for the ladies. Maybe that'll help.
Mid.
And they did see the other thing too is I noticed that they the team of Chelsea Green and Piper showed up on NXT because technically remember those are their combined titles, which I do like because they should be defending on all three brands. Essentially, they should be on, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Since there is no tag team championships there, I feel like they're gonna do it to the NXT tag titles at some point.
Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna like combine it with the WWE championships and just like that'll definitely help the tag division if they're able to have access to the NXT tag teams as well, like the Creeds. What are they called? The Italian dudes there. I can't think of the name.
Oh, and I did see a clip that I really like from NXT this week. I love the when they announced who's going to be the Fatal 4-Way match for NXT NXT title was Trick Williams and like the shock from Carmelo's face.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's like, oh shit.
Yeah. They were teasing it. Like
I like that. I like that a lot. Good for
NXT, dude.
Yeah,
they teased it. Well, the week that John Cena was on, they kind of teased it.
Right. And I had kind of called it like, whenever I watched the pay-per-view, I was like, man, something's happening. Something's gonna happen right here.
Shawn Michaels is going. Oh, he's flipping through his book. Oh, dude. Diesel, myself and Diesel. Let's just replay that storyline. That's literally what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
it's gonna play exactly like that.
Yeah, and it works. It's a storyline that works.
Best friends, better enemies.
Two dudes with attitudes. Gross. Man, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
it was kind of a light week, but it was like just like it wasn't that it was a light week. It was just like very concentrated.
Yeah, it wasn't like all over the place. Like I said, we talked about this too before on the show. It seems like there's not much news coming out as much
right
as it was before. Not a lot of dirt. I should say dirt sheet deal.
Right.
type of things. I think they kind of keeping all that stuff under wraps now. Like whoever
Yeah.
TKO comes in to WWE, it's not WWE anymore. So
Do you
they
think
may
they're
not
trying
have
to
connections.
this is kind of going back to like rumor from earlier in the year with the the possibility of them, going, joining like a sports book.
Yeah,
You think they're really trying to hone in on that and keep everything under wraps so that they can join a DraftKings and a FanDuel?
they might be. Never know.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet,
Yeah,
Uh,
I think the Bianca Belair speculation only came out because she's been doing interviews and stuff. So like she's showing her face a little bit. So I think that's where like that rumor came out. I didn't see anything like before that she was returning anytime soon. So
right.
who knows? We didn't know Roman was returning until SmackDown or WWE TV said it that he's returning. There was no dirt sheet saying Roman's returning this week or anything like that. So
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to it.
Hey, yo.
Marco, what do y'all got going on in Chick Foley world?
Oh, we have a lot of stuff happening. We have technically 2 episodes out now. So we have our special scary movie tournament that we're doing with myself, Sheena, Seth, Jordan, and our special guest, Hawk.
Whoa.
Rounding that crew out. So we have that out. We haven't recorded part 2 yet. So part 1 is out right now. We go on the first half of the bracket, and we pick some winners and some losers. And Hawk hates the fact that there are no werewolf movies on this scary movie list.
What a loser. Talk about losers.
Oh man, but it is funny. I thought it was it was my first time actually being on a podcast with Hawk, and I thought it was he's very entertaining. We'll say this. We'll break the fourth wall. He is an entertaining guy.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
I
do
mean,
that.
I like to break the fourth wall here and there.
We should make Hawk watch WWE this week and have him come on the RAWDOWN. Actually, he had very disparaging remarks about the RAWDOWN this week. How dare he?
I know, right? What the hell, dude?
He said something to the effect, well, there's a cut list, and sorry if you like watching the RAWDOWN.
Yeah. He has no say or no pull, that guy.
Yeah. We've done this for 102 episodes. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, right? It would have been cut earlier if that was the case. We would have been gone already.
Yeah.
No,
the cut list was the long balls.
That is true. That was yeah. See who was on that show when it got cut.
Well, me, but also him.
Well, yeah, that's what I was getting to.
We'll say it's Jordan's fault.
He's no, obviously, yeah, the goal line too, as well as out.
Yeah,
new episode recapping last week and then previewing this upcoming week. Pretty much technically tonight, anyway, because we're recording on Thursday. And then another new episode of Open Mic is out right now. It's my Open Mic Halloween special. And then we just talk all things Halloween. I say we because I have Sheena Chick Foley joining as well as Casey over the Moonsault joined as
great.
well. It was the first time they ever were met each other pretty much.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Sheena and Casey. So
that's awesome.
Definitely check that out. My wife was listening to it earlier.
I haven't got a chance to listen to it. I'm gonna check it out in the morning.
I thought she was listening because she listens to a lot of ladies, that podcast and stuff like that, like two lady or duo groups.
Two girls, one cup. That kind of stuff.
2 girls, 1 microphone, that type of thing. So I'm like sitting there listening, and I'm like, oh, she's just listening to another one of her podcasts, not thinking that it was. I had 2 women on with me, and they're just like talking to each other and stuff like that. And I didn't hear my voice at all. I'm like, oh, you listening to? I was like, oh, you listening to my episode with She was like, yeah. What'd you think? I was like, I thought you were just listening to like one of your crime podcasts, something like that, with 2 women going at it. And I was like, oh, all right, that's cool. But yeah, so far so good. I listened back to it. It was a really good episode. We go through,
I'm gonna check it out in the morning.
Scary folklore to scary movies, to all things like pretty much Halloween. We didn't touch everything I wanted to get to, but we're gonna go again. We're gonna sneak preview. We're going to do a Christmas themed episode.
Ah,
Both of them
nice.
back. We're going to talk all things Christmas. So that'll be pretty fun. But yeah, it was great having them on the show. It was awesome. Definitely looking forward to having them again. And then after that, I have like a stack of interviews that haven't been released yet. So those should be all coming. Working with the Machoverse right now, trying to
the
get
Machoverse. That's my guy.
trying to get a date down, maybe sometime in November.
He's the man.
Can't wait. That should be fun. I hope he's in full gimmick mode because
he will be. I'll tell you that right now.
I love it. I can't wait to do that. But yeah, other than that, yeah, check us out. We're everywhere. Pod Foundation for all your updates, for everything. Turnbuckle Tavern, coming down the aisle, extra cooler, all that stuff. And yeah,
coming down the aisle. Head over to comingdowntheaislepod.com. I'm probably going to drop an episode on Monday. Probably the top 10 Halloween Havoc matches of all time. Halloween.
Oh yeah,
spooky season, baby.
Yeah,
spin the deal, make the wheel. Wait, no, spin the wheel, make the deal. Spin the wheel, make the deal. Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna talk about it all. Foley, Vader, Eddie, Ray. You know the hits.
Wait, was Hogan Warrior at Halloween?
It was. Yes.
Yeah,
yes. It was
the
Halloween
worst match ever.
That's got to be Hogan's worst match, right?
That sucked so bad.
It's so bad. So me and the Ultimate Miles, we're gonna be talking about all things Halloween Havoc. So yeah, check it out and kind of stay close to your when we drop stuff, we may be changing sometime soon on days. Marco, we'll have to kind of discuss that when we're gonna do it. So we'll kind of let everybody know, make sure everybody's aware of it whenever we do it. I think I have kind of a date in mind, but I want to talk to you about that off air.
Yep.
And I think that's pretty much it, right? So thank you everybody for listening. There's the LA night music right there. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Turnbuckle Tavern. Of course, you can find us at theturnbuckletavern.com for all things Turnbuckle Tavern related. Subscribe to Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to Spotify. Yes, do to both places. Please do it. We would love if you do that. Make sure you also give us a review. 5-star review, guys. Goes a long way. Every podcast says it, but it's true. It really helps us out. If you're watching right here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button for more information. Follow us on all of social media, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, yes, I'm still calling it Twitter. Facebook and TikTok. I don't know how much TikTok's feeding right now. But, yeah, we got that. ProWrestlingTees.com/tavern. You get a Hollywood Tony, Young Anthony, Marco, Boney, Shivani, Boney Khan, RAWDOWN shirt. Or you can go to Teesprings. We got the RAWDOWN logo. I'm a RAWDOWN champion and Mr. Backlash. We got all of the shirts for you. Marco, yes, I'm as much as I'm grateful for being here every Thursday night. I got some Saints football to watch.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna go tonight, but of course, everybody, make sure you stay tuned for Brace for Impact. They're gonna have a huge show talking Bound for Glory, big time stuff there. But as always,
Life sucks, and then you die.